In today's video, I'm taking another fan-submitted quiz where I'm going to try and fill out the WWE match card. So this is a lot different from the match card videos that I've done on Sporkle. So in this quiz that Clayton sent me, I have the name of the superstar and the event. I just have to guess what superstar they were going up against. So it could be like The Undertaker fought who at WrestleMania, whatever. We have multiple choice, so it's not like we're going to be guessing blindly. We'll have some options. And yeah, thank you again, Clayton, for sending this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And before we jump into it, please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notification bells. So when videos like this and other daily wrestling content comes out, you can watch those videos as soon as they drop. I'm also on Patreon, where I do weekly watch-alongs for matches, events, and all sorts of stuff that we can't do here on YouTube. So if you want to check that out and support the channel, the link will be down below. And I say, let's jump into this. Thank you all for being here. I hope you have a great rest of the day and good luck. All right, the first one we have is Extreme Rules 2019. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch versus blank. We have Rusev and Lana, Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans, Randy Orton and Natalia, or Dante Toro and Taylor. So Clayton, this is very funny. All right, so I can tell you the answer is not D, as much as I would like to say that me and Taylor have had a mixed tag team match. I think the answer to this one is B, Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans. I remember this match very clearly. It is B, Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans. I should probably keep score here. I do remember this mixed tag team match. It was for the Universal and Women's Championship. Both of them are on the line. Crazy match. Becky Lynch sold the end of days like hell. That's really the most memorable part of the match. But okay, 1 for 1. 1 point so far, and Clayton also pointed out that all these pay-per-views are from the 2010s. So, well, 2010s or later. So keep that in mind. On to number 2. Great Balls of Fire 2017. Fucking terrible, but hilarious name at the same time. Brock Lesnar versus either A, Roman Reigns, B, Seth Rollins, C, Dean Ambrose, or D, Samoa Joe. So one of the Shield members or Samoa Joe. He has fought Roman and Seth one-on-one. He did fight Dean one-on-one actually, but I think that was at WrestleMania 32. Seth, Roman, I don't think they fought Brock at Great Balls of Fire. And I think the answer is D, Samoa Joe. It is D, Samoa Joe. Lost that match. Fucking stupid. Samoa Joe would have been a fantastic person to dethrone Brock Lesnar. Obviously, they were saving that for Roman Reigns, who beat him just a few months after that. But still upsets me deeply that Samoa Joe never won a world championship in WWE. It just doesn't make sense to me. But let's not get caught up in that and move on to number 3. Royal Rumble 2015. Oh, okay. The Usos versus blank. So a tag team match. We have John Morrison and The Miz, Damian Sandow and The Miz, John Cena and The Miz, or Kevin Owens and The Miz. All right, so The Miz was involved in this match. We can confirm. I don't think him and John Morrison were a team. I don't think John Morrison was in WWE in 2015. John Cena and The Miz, they are former tag team champions. We can't take that away from them, but I don't think they were defending them or having matches on pay-per-views. And Kevin Owens and The Miz, don't know if they've ever teamed up. So I'm going to go B, Damian Sandow and The Miz. It is The Miz and Damian Sandow, or Mizdow, however you want to refer to him as. That is the answer. Really the only logical answer, I feel like, once you kind of go through all the options, this one makes the most sense. So, all right. We're at 3 points. Feeling good. I think we only got like 10 or 11. There's a wager at the end also, and then a bonus question. So keep all of this stuff in mind, guys, as we're going along. Number 4, John Cena at SummerSlam 2010 for potentially 7 points. 1 point per. Okay. So this one obviously does not have multiple choice on it. I just have to think of the 7 superstars that John Cena went up against at SummerSlam 2010, and this was against the Nexus. So we just have to think of the 7 Nexus members, the 7 original Nexus members. Daniel Bryan was on Team WWE, Team Cena. So we're going to go Wade Barrett, David Otunga, Justin Gabriel, Heath Slater. I'm trying to go in order of how they potentially got eliminated on the show. I could be wrong. Darren Young, Skip Sheffield, Michael Tarver. That's 7. I'm looking to go 7 for 7 here. Come on now. 7 for 7 it is. Wade Barrett, Heath Slater, Justin Gabriel, David Otunga, Skip Sheffield, Michael Tarver, and Darren Young. It's still so funny that Skip Sheffield, so much different than Ryback. But okay, 7 points. We are at an even 10 now. I'm feeling great. I'll tell you who didn't feel great, the Nexus, after they lost this match, because they were buried and became nothing after this. One of the worst decisions WWE truly ever made. I feel like I throw that out a lot, saying like, oh, this was one of the worst decisions, but this really was one of them. All right, number 5, Randy Orton Elimination Chamber 2013. So, what 5 superstars did Randy Orton go up against in the 2013 Elimination Chamber? We have all the options on the screen. I'm not going to read off because that's a lot of names to read off. Let's try to be smart about this. Big Daddy V, I don't think was in WWE in 2013. I also don't think Jeff Hardy was in WWE in 2013. So, A and B, I think, are gone. See, Jack Swagger being in there is weird because it's like, what? It's like, that meme where it's all the soldiers, the army guys, and then there's a clown in the middle of it or at the end of it. That's what Jack Swagger is here. But I know he did win one. I don't know if it was 2013. Big E, I don't think was, I think he was in WWE, but I don't think he was in a match like this. So I'm narrowing it down to C. I know there was a chamber with Daniel Bryan. I think that was 2014, though. I don't think that was 13. But if I'm going off of my logic of Big Daddy V Jeff and Big E not being either in WWE or, actively like in the main event scene, I think it's C. Jack Swagger is weird, but I think it's C. It is C. Okay. Yeah, that is that was one where, like, again, you just have to think about it, go through the competitors and everything. I think Jack Swagger did win this one. I think either him, I don't know, maybe Randy Orton did win that one because I know Randy Orton pinned Bryan in one of them, but that may have been the year after. Jack Swagger could have won this, which is insane. But all right, we are on to number 6 now. Over the Limit 2012. I don't fucking remember what happened to Over the Limit. Kane versus Zack Ryder, Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, or Seth Rollins. Okay, well, you know what? These options made it easy for me. Goldberg, no. Brock Lesnar, no. Seth Rollins, not yet. He wasn't around. Well, no. Yeah, he wasn't on the main roster yet. Zack Ryder is the only one left. If there were other like guys that were maybe active on the main roster at the time, maybe like John Cena or someone else, I think it would be a little bit tougher, but I don't think any of those other guys make sense. So we're going to go Zack Ryder. It is the Long Island IZ, Zack Ryder. I'm at 12 points right now. Okay, I'm keeping count over here so I don't forget later on. Moving on to number 7, we have a few left, and then we have the wager, and then a big bonus at the end. All right, next up, Money in the Bank 2012. So we have Chris Jericho and then 4 blank spots. And we have the multiple choice options here. As we can see on the screen, there's no one that's in all of them, it doesn't look like to me. The Miz is in 3 of them. John Cena's in 2 of them. Okay, so 2012, let's narrow this down. A, very much so could be a possibility because all those guys were in WWE and active. B, Edge, no, because Edge is retired. He's out of the equation at this point. So not B. Miz, Damian Sandow, Sheamus, Rusev, Ricochet. Well, yeah, Rusev and Ricochet, no. Okay, so get that one out of here. And D, maybe D. Maybe it could be D. Mark Henry in a Money in the Bank match, though. I don't think that happened too often. And John Morris, I don't know. John Morrison was in WWE in 20. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. A is the one that I feel like stands out the most to me. I think they had a Money in the Bank, like a smaller one, but it was star-studded. It was like all former world champions. I think I'm gonna go with A. It might be wrong, but I feel like that's a safe pick for sure. And it is A. Okay, Money in the Bank 2012. We'll take that 13 points on to the next one. Hell in a Cell 2011, Alberto Del Rio in a triple threat match versus either A, John Cena and CM Punk, Batista and Edge, Triple H and Jeff Hardy, or Chris Jericho and The Miz. All right, you know what? I appreciate it, Clayton, for not making this question too difficult. I can confidently eliminate Batista and Edge, Triple H and Jeff Hardy, and Chris Jericho and The Miz. It's not terrible, but it's clearly A, John Cena and CM Punk. It is John Cena and CM Punk. 14 points. Looking pretty good so far, guys. We are on to number 9. Haven't gotten a single one wrong yet, so I'm feeling good. Triple H versus who? WrestleMania 31. We have Batista, Sting, Brock, or The Undertaker. Batista. Well, he had one-on-one matches with all of these guys at WrestleMania. Batista was at 35. Sting, I believe, was here at 31. Brock Lesnar was Brock Lesnar 28 or 29? I think, he was 29 because he returned the night after 28 on Raw. And then Undertaker, they fought a lot, but not at 31. I'm going to go B, Sting. Give me my 15 points, baby. Come on now. 15 points. So we have 2 left now. We have the wager and then a bonus. I think for the wager, I'm just going to have it be normal. So it's just going to be a 1-point question. And then the bonus will be the wager. So we'll get through this one first. We'll fill out this card and then we'll get to the bonus. So we have Fastlane 2019, Daniel Bryan versus who in a triple threat match? We have Wade Barrett and Jinder Mahal, Ryback and Bray Wyatt, John Cena and Dominic Mysterio, or Kevin Owens and Mustafa Ali. Honestly, very weird combinations for all the options. These are all very weird combos, but Wade Barrett wasn't wrestling. Jinder was. Ryback, I don't think was in WWE. Dominic Mysterio definitely wasn't actively competing for WWE Championship. So I think that leaves the door open for Kevin Owens and Mustafa Ali. That's exactly what it is. 16 points heading into the bonus. So what we have now is a money in the bank question. Okay, so name every money in the bank winner. So there's 33 of them. All right, this is what I think we're going to do, guys. All right, so there are 33 potential money in the bank winners. How we're going to do this wager or bonus, I'm going to call it a wager. I'm going to try and list as many money in the bank winners as I can. For each one that I get right, I get a point. For each one that I don't name, I lose a point. So let's say I name 30 of them, I get 30 points, but I'll lose 3. So I'll technically get 27, if that makes sense. I'm also going to time myself. So it is a bit more like, I'm not, sitting here and stuff like that. So I'll put on a 1-minute timer. I feel like that's fair. Oh, 30. Maybe. All right, let's do a minute 15. Let's do a minute 15. Just because 33 names is a lot. So let me pull up my notes here. I'm going to list them out and type them out at the same time. So I'm keeping track of them. Is a minute and 15 too short? You know what? Let's do a minute. I'm going to do a minute and a half, guys. Okay. Don't bully me. Don't get mad at me for moving up to a minute and a half. I listen, 33 is a lot. I need a little bit of time. So we'll get the timer started and, okay. Wager time. Good luck, everyone. So we're going to start off with the first one. Edge, Rob Van Dam. We'll go Kennedy. We'll go Punk. He won it twice. Swagger. I'm trying to go in order. Miz. Dolph Ziggler. We'll go Kane. Let's say, who won the first Raw? Cena. I know he wasn't the first Raw one. We'll go Sandow. How about, oh God, I'm confusing myself. Rollins. Let's go down the list. Rollins, Ambrose. Who was in 2015? Oh, Orton's on here. Randy Orton. 2015. Who? Sheamus. We'll say 2016 was Ambrose. 2017 Corbin. All right, we have 50 seconds left. I'm gonna try and name all the men first, and then get to the women. Big E. Well, fuck it. Let's go Carmella. Let's go Liv Morgan. Let's go Alexa Bliss. How about Nikki Cross? We'll say Io Sky. Well, Rollins won it again this year. Naomi, 25 seconds. We'll say, all right, don't blank now. Otis, Miz. I said Miz already. Otis, though, is on there. Damian Priest. Who won it the year before him? Who won it the year before? McIntyre is on there. What other woman can I think of? Rhea Ripley's never won it. 5 seconds left. Not Bianca. Fuck. Okay. Well, how many is that? 25 I listed in a minute and a half. Okay. So I'll gain 25 points, but I'll minus 8 because I didn't name the other 8. So that would be 17 points plus the 16 I already have. If I'm doing Dante math here, that's 33, right? Yeah, it's 33. I have a 33.3%. No, not doing all that. But I finished with 33 points. I hope so. I'm going to be editing this, and it's going to end up being a completely different number. And I'm going to look like an idiot. But finished with 33 points, I believe. What actual Money in the Bank winners did I miss? We'll check out the winners before we close it out. Austin Theory, first one I see. Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, Alberto. Daniel Bryan was one I forgot. Okay. And then for the woman, Tiffany Stratton, I forgot. Asuka, Bailey. All right. Well, wasn't perfect, but, I had fun along the way. And I hope you guys enjoyed this quiz. Thank you again, Clayton, for sending it. If you guys want to send any other of your quizzes you want me to take, whether it be a connections quiz or, something like this that you want me to fill out match cards or whatever you want to send me, send it to the email down below. I'd appreciate it. Hope you all have a great rest of the day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace.